worries. Right. Okay. So we're going live everywhere today, and I'm going to take the card off screen, and you're going to see myself, John, and a big black area. Now, hello, welcome to Inspired by Invideo, episode 75. Hello, John.
Well, I don't see any big black area.
Right, okay.
The video's there.
It's above your head. Okay. Right. Right. It is now. It is now. I mean, when you said you were cutting it fine at 1 minute to, I thought, yes, you are. Right.
How much difficulty I've had uploading video to YouTube today. Just kept popping out. It started to go and then bump, down it went.
So the internet has been having problems today.
YouTube kept dropping out. Now, whether it's internet quality, who knows? Anyway, shall we talk about Vidnami before we go too much further?
Surely, yes. Yeah.
Now, Vidnami is probably one of the most mature competitors to Invideo. It's run by 7 guys in Australia, and it's not bad, but it's moderately expensive. It's not the most expensive competitor, but it is moderately expensive. Well, they announced today that they've sold out to GoDaddy. Loads of people are very upset because a lot of people don't like GoDaddy. And even more is the product's going to become part of GoDaddy Studio. So you'll have to buy the whole studio, not just the Vidnami bit. But it won't be available till early next year, probably around February from the bits and pieces I've seen posted. And they're taking down Vidnami itself at the end of August. And that means there's an awful lot of Vidnami users out there that are going to need a new home. So hopefully Invideo and people like us can persuade them that Invideo is a great place to move from in Vidnami.
Vidnami.
Yeah, Vidnami. It had another name before that. So, folks, if you're a Vidnami user, Invideo is the place to go. And we'll be posting in support of Invideo, but Invideo has an opportunity here to perhaps put a sweetener deal together to capture all those people. So that's Vidnami news.
And that, I mean, basically, that is, am I on screen? Yes, I am. That's an opportunity that people at Vidnami couldn't refuse, because if GoDaddy comes to you and says, okay, we like your software very much, we'll offer you multi-million dollars for it, yeah, then you're going to take it, aren't you?
It's quite a mature product. They've been going double-figure years, but there's only 7 of them, which is why I suspect they struggle with competing with the fast pace at which Invideo is moving forward. But hey, it's an opportunity for Invideo to go and get some new users.
Truly, truly. Right. That brings us up to date on what's happening on the recorded video scene. John, what is today's John's instructional video about?
It's about 13.5 minutes long, and it's about transitions again. But it's about using transitions and speed of a video to create a fast-paced intro. So you'll see that I've used overlays, and I've overlaid over an image, and then I've quickly overlaid over some words. But once you've built yourself a little thing, you can easily alter it to use it for different clients, etc. So watch, enjoy, and hopefully we'll be seeing loads of new 6-7 second intros done using a combination of images, could use video as well if you want, and transitions, and then using the output from that as the input to a new video with speed adjustment to create a nice fast-paced intro. Do you want to hit play?
Right. We'll say hello to David and Corinda. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else who's watching, if you've got questions, you've got Jon here and he will answer them after this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the video full screen. I'm going to turn Jon's microphone off because we don't want any echoing. And I'm going to turn my microphone off and press play.
To the Inspired by Invideo show. Here you can learn about how to use Invideo, ask questions and show off your videos. Stephen Healey is a content creator and facilitator for BeLive TV. I'm Jon Upton and I'm a video creator and general marketer for an agency based in the UK called Think and Do. Today we're going to look at using transitions to create a great intro. So what I'm going to do is set myself a base scene up. So I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to change the canvas to white and I'm going to change the scene duration to 1 second and 50 hundredths. So I've got a 1.5 second scene. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate that 9 times. So I end up with 10 scenes. Duplicate scene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scenes. Now I'm going to throw the music away because at this stage I don't want any music because I'm actually going to play with the video that's created to create an introduction of varying times. So I'm going to delete the music, and in my video that I use this introduction in, I will put the music on there. So now we've got 10 scenes and we've got a 15-second video. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop something on each of the scenes. So let's go to the first scene and I'm going to just drop this logo on it. Okay, and this, obviously missed that one. So now we have a continuous background logo. Now this could be any logo, it could be any product, whatever you want, and it does not have to be the same on all 10. I'm just doing this for ease. Okay, it could be 10 different products. So now we've got these here, and now I've got my base video. And now I'm going to add my transitions. So I'm going to click here, and my first transition is called bubble wipe. Now all the transitions I'm going to use in this are overlays. So let's find bubble wipe. Bubble wipe, there it is. So let's add bubble wipe. You notice that when we hovered over it, we got an indication of what it was going to look like. So the second one I'm going to use is called Splash. I'm not doing too well here. It's next to BeLive. We'll speed up a little bit. The next one's called Liquid Swirl. And the next one after that is called Liquid Wave. I've played around with some different ones. Liquid Wave.
Join us one.
Oh, these are sounds over here, and I've put the cursor over the top of them. Anyway, so the next one we want is called Ripple Diamond Center. So let's look for Ripple Diamond Center. Ripple Diamond Center. And the one after that is called Accordion In. So if we look down here, we should be able to find Accordion In. There's Accordion In. And the next one is called Circular. And it's over on the right hand, Circular Burst randomized. Then we're going to use Cross Tessellate. And Cross Tessellate is there. And the final one is Grid Left. So let's go, and there's Grid Left. If we double click to put our thing, take Seeker at the beginning, play all from Seeker. And you can see we then have a 15-second video. Now I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to change the project colors. I'm going to go custom, and I want this just to be a mix of white and cyan. So I'm going to change that to cyan, that to cyan. Now I could pick a different blue if I wanted to, and I'm going to make this cyan. Okay, that will get rid of any color clashes that are in the whole thing. Okay, so now I've done that, what I'm going to do, let's double click to take our Seeker to the beginning. Needs to be a bit more accurate. Drag it to the very beginning, and if we play it now, we should be seeing cyan throughout. And as you can see, they've all changed to cyan. So you manage your colors with the project colors custom. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click download and share. I'm going to select even 1080p and let that go. First thing I'm going to do is upload that 15-second video, and we're going to see how you can manipulate it to use it in a different way from the standard 15 seconds that we've just created. Now I call that Transitions 05. So there it is. Let's open it and upload it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to change the canvas color to white. I'm going to go back to my uploads, back to my transitions folder, and I'm going to take that 15-second video and add it on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it in full, which has extended my length of my scene. Now I don't like Mr. Princetown. I'm biased against it, yes, but I just don't like it, so I'm going to delete it. And now I haven't got Mr. Princetown, and I've got my video, and it's 15 and a tiny bit seconds long. But if we go to the timeline, we can start playing with this. Okay, so I've got roughly 15 seconds, but what I can do is if I click on the media, I can change its speed. So let's just first of all look at it here. Oh, plays from the seeker, sorry. Let's take the seeker back to the beginning. Play from the seeker. You can see the 15-second video that we saw before. It's quite slow. But if we go here and we go to speed, we can play with it. So we could run it at 1.5 times. Won't show the message again, but it says it turns off the volume because otherwise you'd have it. We didn't have any volume in it. So now we've cut it to just a fraction over 10 seconds. If we take it to the beginning and play it, again, it's got a little bit more action about it, but it's still 10 seconds and it's still relatively slow. So if we click on the media again and we go to speed, and this time let's click here, you'll see that's reduced that to 7.5 seconds. Let's take our seeker to the beginning again. Let's play. And it's got a little bit more impact and it's become a bit more pleasing. But I'd like it a little bit faster. So if I go back to speed and I click on 2.5 times, that cuts it to 6 seconds. And if we put our cursor on at the beginning and we play it, it's quite a nice impactful scene. And there we've got a much faster video. I'm going to go back to all scenes and then I'm going to hit download and share, pick 1080. I've taken what I've got and I've modified it now so that we've got a different word in each of our scenes. Oh, we might have spelt it right, but we didn't get it quite in the right place. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly play that. I must get used to this idea that you play from the seeker. Really could do with a button that played the whole scene. The whole video, sorry, not the scene. But you can see here we're getting a message over with words. Okay, so again, I'm going to quickly hit download, export. So you've just seen the 15-second version. You know how to speed it up now. So we could easily have imported this, turned it into 6 seconds by using the 2.5 times. The one key message I've got here is, having viewed it, is I would have used a different color to be a contrast between the transitions and there. Hope that's shown you a different way that you can use transitions. Hope it was enjoyable, and we'll be here next week, hopefully, same time, same place. Goodbye.
If I can get the buttons in the right order, we should be back. Or we okay, this is live video, folks. John and I will be back in a second. Right, I'm going to have a go at that, John. I enjoyed that, and I'm going to make my own 7.5-7-second video to actually show next week. Right, so the question was asked earlier. I've got a comment coming in, and the comment is coming in, and it's from, I'm going to say Hanea. If it's wrong, then I do apologize. Thank you. I've used bubble transitions in my last videos and in video projects. I really like bubble transitions.
There's 3 different bubble transitions. It's all about really finding transitions that suit your need, because you'll notice that in the very last 3 transitions that used in the Word version of the video, the word was actually not fully visible, so it wasn't really the right transition. But I just tried to give a feel really of using words instead of images and trying to get powerful words over as part of an intro.
Okay. Now you mentioned at the beginning this website, and we're not advertising because they're closing down. We're going to bring the website up on screen. And Jon, for anybody who's joined us late, would you like to speak about what's actually happening? I'm going to hide that. Let me set the stage for you. And I'm going to hide me. Okay, I'm going to finish up by putting you picture in picture.
Okay, well,
Probably.
I mentioned earlier today that Vidnami have sold out to GoDaddy. GoDaddy are going to incorporate the Vidnami product inside the GoDaddy studio, so you won't be able to buy Vidnami on its own. You'll have to buy the full studio. And it's going on the, I believe it's the 20th of August, it'll be taken down. And it means all those Vidnami users out there, which I used to be one before I discovered Invideo, are going to need a new product to use. So here's an opportunity for Payal, Chatterbox or Payal Chatterley, I think, whatever name is, to come up with a scheme there to attract the Vidnami users who find themselves homeless. On the Vidnami page on Facebook, there's a huge amount of criticism about the lack of notice, and an awful lot of people saying, my experience of GoDaddy is awful. They let me down, etc., etc. So Vidnami will be no more in August, and they're all going to be looking for a new product. And there's a lot of people complaining that it's throwing their business down the toilet because their whole business is centered around the use of Vidnami. So that's the update on Vidnami. And I see that Karinder also says he's had bad experience of GoDaddy.
Okay, I'm looking for a comment. I can't see it, but yeah.
His comment pretty early on.
Right, okay. Gremlins, I'm going to stop the screen share and come back to you and I and go side by side. So what you're suggesting is that if you're using Vidnami currently, you'd find a more than adequate replacement with Invideo.
Not totally. The bit where you feed your sentences in and you create a video from an input set of sentences is much better in Vidnami. All the other bits of Invideo are superior to or equal to what's in Vidnami, but actually lags behind where you put a set of sentences in and it goes off and pulls in relevant images and then creates a video. So that's something that people have been asking Invideo to concentrate on improving anyway. Now, if they want to attract all those Vidnami people, perhaps that's something they should be doing pretty damn quick.
Well, it's an opportunity, isn't it? I mean, if a company is closing in August, you've got to give them the due. They've given enough time for people to actually give them a month and a half for people to actually do something.
List of 10 alternative products in their announcement, one of which was Invideo, some of which are extremely expensive as well.
Which Invideo is not. Invideo, that's in celebration of the fact that Invideo will get more customers. Bring up a logo on screen. I'll go over to logos, and the logo we should have on screen is this one. So the message from Jon is switch to Invideo if you're on Vidnami. Right, okay. So as I said, I will do a video for next week. Are we allowed to talk about football?
We can talk about football.
Right. Okay. Now, in case you don't know, in case nobody knew, England beat Germany 2-0 earlier this week, and that means they are into the round of 8, or the quarterfinals, as we call it. Um,
2020s. Yes, we all know it's 2021, but it got postponed a year because of this nasty disease.
it did, and they wanted to keep everything in sequence so they can have the next one in 2024. But we beat Germany 2-0, first time in 55 years, which John and I celebrated. But we're going to Rome. Well, we're not going to Rome. Some Brit supporters will be in Rome for the match on Saturday and just wish England well. Simple as. Yeah.
You can only go to the football match or buy a ticket for the football match if you're English, if you already live in Italy. You can't travel to Italy.
If you are lucky enough to live in Italy, you can get the football as well. Mind you, having said that, if England get to the semi-finals, they'll be back at Wembley in London for the semi-finals and the final.
To be fair, the opposition, Ukraine, they have the same issue there. People will not be allowed to travel either. So it'd be interesting to see just how the crowd is reactive to the teams on Saturday.
Yeah, because there are 40,000 people at Wembley. That's what made the match.
Which was a shock to me. I thought it was only going to be 40,000, but apparently 45,000 people were there. And when they panned around, you saw some interesting names there. You know, Badil and Skinner were there, and what's his name? Beckham was there. Our future king and queen were there with their eldest son, who looked really smart in a suit and tie. I think he's 8, is he, or something like that? He looked really, really smart.
All right. Okay. How are we doing?
Oh, 8 minutes past. 2 minutes to fill. You can sing if you want, Stephen.
No. I would never do that. John and I broadcast from a system. If you're wondering how we do this, we broadcast from a system. If I go to the logos again, we can blab for Britain, John and I. So 2 minutes is not a problem. We broadcast from BeLive, and I invested over the weekend in an iPad. Yeah. So I can, for free, and you can do it too, you can go free on iOS mobile or iPad using the new BeLive mobile app, which is totally free, and you can broadcast to Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn from your mobile phone all at the same time. You can have captions on screen. You can invite a guest. You can have 2 people on your mobile or on your iPad. And I'm told, and I will tell you from experience next week, that it's a sweet piece of software, well designed, easy to use, and I am looking forward to using it tomorrow. I only got a Wi-Fi iPad, principally because of cost, so I won't be going too far with the iPad. I'll rely on the mobile phone for that, which is Android. Yeah.
You can connect the iPad to the mobile phone to pick up your broadband. Sorry?
Use a hotspot. Create my own
hotspot.
Yeah.
So then you can video from the canal bank, you know, broadcast from the canal bank. We're using something else as well today, aren't we, to go out to lots of different sites?
Yeah, we're using Switchboard Live, which allows us to go to, well, today 9 different destinations. We're going out from BeLive, and we're going to 2 Facebook pages and a Facebook group, and we're also going out today on a Facebook Live event, and discovered this morning that Facebook Live events increase the number of people who actually watch your show, and so does posting in a group as well. Because we had quite a lively blabbing from Britain this morning, John. Comments flying in from everywhere.
284th one this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Makes me feel old. We've done 285, and we've done what, 70 odd of these?
Yeah, 75. This is the 75th one.
So what's that's 359. I've done. I know you've done a lot more, but it's 359 broadcasts that I've done, and I've never bought a copy of It's about time they gave me a long service medal and a free copy.
Ah, dear, oh dear. Right, okay. Jon, it's over to you to close the broadcast.
For those that joined us, we hope you did see something that gives you some value. We're here to give value. It doesn't cost you anything to come and watch us. We like helping people. If you've got any queries, you can post a message to myself or Steven, and we promise to get back to you. If there's things you'd like us to cover in future shows, just tell us, because it's getting to the point of scratching the brain these days after 75 episodes of what to talk about and what to show. So it's goodbye from him, or him, or him, or him, and it's goodbye from me. See you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye. And that is, I'm just waiting for the signal to, have I stopped it? I haven't stopped it. Jon, we're still talking. Just a minute.